everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I'm your host, Andrew/Jessica, and this is another episode of Andrew Rants. But it's not just any episode. It is a special holiday episode. What makes it a holiday episode? Well, for starters, it's right before Christmas, if I uploaded this correctly and I'm able to get it recorded, and I'm talking about holiday specials. And I have a lot of them. Also, you're going to be seeing this in different angles because this light's pissing me off, and I'm eventually going to end up having to sit on my goddamn floor to record this thing. Because, of course, it doesn't want to play ball. So, join me, won't you, as I count down these 6 most annoying holiday specials of all time. And no, I'm not joking, and spoiler, SpongeBob is not number 1. You're gonna love what number 1 is. So, stay tuned. Okay, so as you can see, I'm now sitting on the floor because my tripod has finally decided it wants to give up. To be fair, it and I have been through so much together that I'm amazed it lasted this long, so it's going to get retired after tonight. But I digress. Anyway, and YouTube, I'm only pulling a piece of paper out of here. Here's my list of these 6. Count them, 6 worst holiday specials ever. And I'm going to give my 2 cents on that. And if you're wondering, no, like I said, SpongeBob is not number 1. Oh, you're going to love what number 1 is. But coming in at number 6. Oh, number 6 has to be A Charlie Brown Christmas. Now, I'm not even joking. I really hate this goddamn abomination onto my fucking eyeballs, okay? This goddamn awful special is something that's drilled into your minds every year. What's it called? It's Christmas Charlie Brown or Merry Christmas Charlie Brown? No, I just know it's a Charlie Brown special. You know, with the tree and all the tree. Let's just remember it for the tree, shall we? I actually know of the city. The city of Reading, Pennsylvania, the 1 year actually was nicknamed a Charlie Brown tree. Why? Because it looked so god-awful and disgusting. And did they do anything about this right away? Well, no. They wanted it to be for pity, and then all of a sudden decided to finally whore up some money, paid somebody to go up to the mountaintop, and chop down a tree and bring it back into the town square. Because they were tired of being laughingstocks. Yet, you were getting publicity from that? I would have kept that. But as far as this special is concerned, I hate it with a passion. Then again, to be completely and totally fair, I hate Charlie Brown. I hate the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown. I hate the Charlie Brown movies. I even hate that CGI abomination that came out a few years ago, Charlie Brown movie. And I hate, with a passion, there's like a Thanksgiving Charlie Brown. I hate all of them. Charlie Brown is one of the most annoying goddamn things that ever graced the screens. It's fine as a comic strip, but as an actual cartoon where it's moving, no fucking thank you, I'll pass. But the Christmas one? No, and no! I'm not even lying when I say how bad it is, and nobody ever believes me. Oh, but it's not that bad. It has sentimental meaning, and it's really good. Peace on earth, goodwill towards man. Yeah, that's the entire song of Christmas. That's the entire thing you're supposed to do. Peace on earth and goodwill towards mankind. So, what exactly is it then that I'm doing by watching the Charlie Brown special other than wanting to bash my head against the wall? Nothing! Because that's what I want to do watching this thing. And that's why it's number 6 on my list, because there are 5 more that are worse than this. You thought this one was number 1? Oh, child. Please. I have yet to give you number 1. But you're going to like it, I promise that. Coming in at number 5 on my list of the 6 worst holiday specials has got to be Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Now, why is this one number 5 and not number 6? For starters, because as a kid I was given an interactive book of Charlie Brown's Christmas after poking fun at it so damn much, so it's automatically earned itself a slight reprieve. But also because Santa Claus is Coming to Town has to have the one song that I feel is the most annoying thing ever, called Put One Foot in Front of the Other. Now look, I will not be the first one to ever not rank on and rant on and just go to town on the Rankin Bass holiday specials. Why? They're not that good and I do have issues with them. Rudolph especially pisses me off. But you know about that from my 12 Days of Rantmas. So obviously you know how much Rudolph pisses me off. So it should stand to reason then that I find an annoyance with most of the Wreckin' Boss specials. Including this one. Put One Foot in Front of the Other has to be one of the most annoying songs that I have ever had the audacity of listening to on a holiday season. This is the one song I will purposely want to cover my ears for next to that Merry Christmas song where the girl's trying to get with the guy all year long. Yeah, I'm not even joking about that one. And it's more of a Thanksgiving song than it is Christmas. It's weird. Really listen to those lyrics. It's more of a Thanksgiving song than it is a Christmas song. And yet, here it is for Christmas. Then again, if you ever work retail, you know the one song that does annoy the ever-loving shit out of you, and that would have to be Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You. But for me, while that is number 1, number 2 would have to be Put One Foot in Front of the Goddamn Other. Why? Because parents just love to make that the song of songs to sing with their kids when they watch this. I hate that song. I will poke fun at it. I will poke fun of it. I will use it when making fun of other things. But as far as me liking it, oh God, no. Dear child, you have not understand the lengths of which I will go to avoid this song like the plague. Then again, I will avoid most of the Rankin Boss specials like the plague. For very good reason. But mostly because they suck, they're annoying, and they piss me off. But that's number 5. What could be worse? Oh, just wait. Just wait. So if the Charlie Brown Christmas was number 6, and if Santa Claus is Coming to Town was number 5, what's number 4, you ask? Well, that would have to be the Christmas special that was basically made off of a god-awful country song that when you start having grandparents that get nasty with you, you start to realize it's more of a goal and not so much anymore. I find the song annoying. And that would have to be Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. Now, for those of you that have never heard the song, I'm going to just sum it up very quickly for you. Grandma got drunk on eggnog. She's allergic to eggnog. Had to go home for her medicine because she forgot it. Instead of having one of her kids go out and get it, who offered to do it several fucking times, she decides to go out in the snow and gets killed by Santa's reindeer. Now, that song in itself is kind of dire, sad, and yeah, definitely not really holiday festive. It's more of a comedy song, and I get it for the comedy part of it. When you take that comedy essence and you put it into an animated special, ladies and gentlemen, I give you what is called a needless cash grab that burns my mind. No, wait, let me rephrase that. That's what you call a burning pile of shit that you've left on Santa's front door. Yes, you've gone to one candy cane lane and dropped this right off at Santa's front door. Flaming bag of poop and all. Yep, the special basically consists of pretty much a similar plot to the actual song, only Grandma's not dead. No, apparently she's up at the North Pole with amnesia, and the family's gonna sue the shit out of Santa Claus, who can apparently be found by dial-a-person and is instantly able to be tangible and there. And it's not just a spirit of goodwill and giving, as it normally is. But sure, we'll go with that. Santa Claus can just come down and be sued. Why not, right? Yeah, the entire thing is because Cousin Mel, you remember Cousin Mel from the story? The one that's playing checkers with Grandpa? Or cards with Grandpa? Or something. She was playing something with Grandpa. She decides she's money hungry, really, really not happy to be here, and it's kind of, the lawyer. Yeah, my channel's not monetized. Who cares? But, basically this. This entire song gets dragged out into what is essentially about an hour-long special, and I can't help but wonder why! No, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. I can't help but wonder, what the and fuck? When you have a special that is based off of a song that the entire premise of it is grandma's killed, and it's a comedic sort of death, you have to ask yourself this. Where did I go wrong with any decision that I made prior to this point? Was it A, when I decided to write the song, B, when I decided to make the song, or C, when I decided to let the song become a reality and become an animated special? It was better off being left as a song. Hell, I don't see... there was a couple really good songs that are comedy-like things. A couple of them were done by, what the hell was his name? Oh yeah, Jeff Foxworthy. I don't see those becoming massive musicals. Again, this one might have been. Or better yet, how about a Bob Rivers song? Like Please Stole My Car, or Chipmunks Roasting on an Open Fire. How about those? Are we gonna make an animated special about those? Boy, that must be fun. Police Stole My Car. For the next hour, kids, you're gonna get to watch as this poor individual here gets to have their car taken by the police because they're intoxicated. Or Chipmunks Roasting on an Open Fire. It wasn't Alvin, Simon, and Theodore for copyright reasons. I think it was Thagador, Melvin, and I forget what the third one was. I don't think they ever mentioned the third one. It was Thagador. So that was supposed to be Theodore, and Melvin was Alvin. I don't think there was a Simon. So, okay, or at least in Roasting on Open Fire. The song that led into that, though, did have them all named. You have to be really quick to catch whatever Simon's name was. But, oh, yes. So we're going to basically make that into an animated special. Okay, that must be better than Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. Now, to be fair, the song's kind of grown on me, but this animated special can quietly go to the quietest and darkest and hottest pits of hell. Because that's where it belongs. In hell! And no, I'm not joking. I mean that. It can go right to hell. Merry Christmas, Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. Go to hell. Alright, we're in the halfway point. So what could possibly be number 3, right? Well, here's a spoiler. It's still not SpongeBob. Nope, and you know SpongeBob's not number 1, so where does that put it? Hell, you figured that one out pretty well. But number 3 for me, for the worst holiday specials, has to be the Star Wars Holiday Special. You know, that thing that was made back when Star Wars was popular and really pissed off the franchise? No? You don't? You have my sympathy for not realizing that this was made, and you also have my utmost admiration for never seeing it. For those of you that were unlucky enough to catch it even once in syndication, or because YouTube decided to trick your sorry ass, and you end up watching it anyway, obviously you know what I'm talking about. Or you saw the joke from the Santa Clauses where the one Santa Claus goes, please, I had to deal with this, and the Star Wars Holiday Special. You know, because Disney owns Star Wars. Yeah, we had to poke fun at that somehow. It's Disney. Yeah. Anyway, let me just say this. When you take a franchise like Star Wars and you manage to piss it and everyone else off, it's not a good sign. What's the entire premise of this, you ask? How the fuck should I know? That's the problem. I don't even think there is a plot to this. All I remember of it was Chewbacca, the Ewoks, and I think Luke showed up at one point. That's about all I gathered from it, and I didn't even want to watch the rest of it. I quietly turned that thing off when I saw the one time it aired in syndication, at least by accident, I swear, because I don't remember it ever airing in syndication outside of when it did. I don't know if that network got it by accident, aired it by accident, or if I was just a lucky fluke, or with YouTube screwing me over because somebody decided to rickroll our asses. But instead of actually playing, I'm never gonna give you up. They played this instead. That's like rickrolling us, but with a much, much blunter object. I'd rather get rickrolled the right way than the wrong way, but that's just me. I don't know about you, but I can't stand that goddamn special. What's the point of it? What's the plot of it? Is there even a point of it that makes sense? If you answered yes to any of these questions, I want to know how! Because as far as I could tell, there was no plot, point, or effort put into that. Hell, I'll put as much effort into my complaining about it as they put into the special. Next to none! Moving on! So like I said, if SpongeBob's not number 1 and Star Wars was number 3, where could that possibly throw our favorite piss-colored tampon alternative? If you said number 2, you know, what he kind of is, you got it! My least favorite SpongeBob holiday special, and this is actually saying something, because I actually do kind of like the one holiday special of SpongeBob. Yes, you may gladly gasp at this one. Wait, you like a SpongeBob special? You like something SpongeBob related? Aren't you the one that complains and bitches about that yellow bastard all the time? Why, yes. Yes, I am. And I remember the meme I made, too, where SpongeBob's looking up and going, somewhere up there, I know someone really hates me. And I actually put down, hi, I'm Andrew, and welcome to Andrew Rants. And if you haven't seen that, go check out my Twitter, @OtakuRose. I'm pretty sure I still have it up there yet. Or on the Web Designer 18 Facebook page. Anyway, needless self-promotion aside, I am not a fan of the stop-motion animation SpongeBob special. Now, for those of you that were lucky enough to be spared this abomination onto your eyeballs, first off, let me congratulate you. Because I unfortunately was not. See, back then, I still thought there was nothing that could be worse than SpongeBob in 2D. CBS decided to prove me wrong on that and aired a SpongeBob special in stop-motion 3D animation. Trying to harken back moments and thoughts of the Riken Boss Christmas specials. Instead, all it managed to do was drive me insane with anger and rage at the stupidest of plots! No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is supposed to be a happy video, right? You know what? Fuck happy. I'm going straight to irate. Because SpongeBob SquarePants is delivering fruit cake. Now, I, unlike a lot of other people, have never partaken of this particular holiday festivity of eating said fruit cake. And why? Truthfully, because I don't like the stuff, and because I have heard the horror stories about it. This stuff is as hard as a rock that it'll still be inside your body, you know, in 2,500 years. When they manage to dig up your corpse, they're going to go, see that right there? They had fruitcake. They ate fruitcake. It's still there. That giant lump of a brick. That's their fruitcake. They ate fruitcake. And that's what it's going to be, folks, every time. Well, they ate fruitcake. How can you tell? See that giant brick there in their stomach? Or what should be their stomach? How do you know it's just not a brick? Nah, it's protected by the pelvis, or what's left of it. Nah, this body's perfectly preserved. That, my friend, that's fruitcake. What's that small disc? Oh my God, they were on Atkins too. Yep. See, that's the problem, is that you're going to end up being on that, especially this time of year, with everybody wanting to do diets, because I'm going to gain so much weight, I'm going to have to start working out the minute the new year comes. Let me give you a little heads up on this. Eating the fruitcake will probably help you lose weight, because it's never going to leave your body, and you're never going to be able to eat anything again. So go ahead and eat the fruitcake. Actually, don't. That stuff is horrible. But SpongeBob is delivering fruitcake to all the denizens of Bikini Bottom, and he's doing so to be so merry and happy and jolly. Whereas what it's doing is actually turning everybody in Bikini Bottom into complete and total a-holes. Yeah, remember the abrasive episode of SpongeBob? And by the way, for those of you wondering, wait, you hate SpongeBob yet you know episodes? Sun Tzu is a very good student. To know yourself is to know your enemy. So in other words, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Ain't that right, you little yellow piss-colored tampon alternative? Anywho, and if I did editing right, there's going to be a little SpongeBob here, but I'm probably not going to be able to do editing, so oh well. Anywho, the entire episode and special is a slap in the face for what it is. You could have just made this a standalone SpongeBob episode, cut out the god-awful motherfucking stop-motion shit, trying to pull some Nightmare Before Christmas bullshit to make everybody seem like this is the greatest thing in the world, when in actuality, it sucks. And why does it suck? Because it sucks. I'm sorry. Am I supposed to, actually not find a way to tell you how bad this is? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought this was a show where I tell you how bad something is because it, quote, sucks. You expect me to tell you it doesn't suck? I'm sorry, but, no, because this blows. This blows badly, okay? Very badly, right? Very super mega ultra bad, okay? It sucks. It sucks. But don't take my word for it. How many people actually liked this thing? I'll wait. Anyone? Anyone at all? No, I didn't think so. Yes, this is the SpongeBob special from hell. And it's one that should go back to hell. Fact to be, let me put it out of its misery. Not powerful enough. Too weak. Yes. You'll do! Yeah. Excuse me, folks. I'm gonna go take care of that SpongeBob special. I'll be right back. Come here, Spongy! So if SpongeBob was number 2, what he kind of should be and what he is, shit. If you haven't figured it out yet. No, I'm not going to hold back. My channel's never going to get monetized. I'll drop swear words on here like I'm a sailor going off the shore leave. So if SpongeBob was number 2, what could possibly be number 1? Well, my friends, that would have to be the one holiday special that I hate the most. And it's not Rudolph either. No, trust me. I would actually give Rudolph a pass over this. No. The holiday special that I hate the most has got to be Olive the Other Reindeer. I don't even know where to begin with this, so let me just start off the fact by saying that Matt Groening, the creator of The Simpsons, you owe us 5 more seasons past wherever you think you're done in repents for this, okay? Matt Groening actually basically animated this. Now, I'm not sure exactly who wrote the book that this is based off of, mostly because my sorry ass is too damn lazy to actually look it up, and I really don't give a shit to look it up because I don't like the thing. I'm sorry, why should I look it up if I don't like it? I don't really have an answer to you. No, I didn't think so. I don't have an answer, and I'm not about to look for one. I hate this thing. Olive the Other Reindeer has got to be, without a doubt, the most annoying Christmas special I have ever seen in my life, next to goddamn motherfucking Rudolph. If you think for even 1 second, for even 1 moment, 1 iota of a nanosecond in the history of the world that I'm ever going to forgive you for this, you have another goddamn thing coming, you miserable piece of shit. This series, this special, this whole fucking thing is almost an hour and a goddamn half long. Okay? Now, what could be so bad about this, you ask? What is it that pisses you off so much? Oh, child, come sit on mommy's knee as she tells you the story about why Olive the Other Reindeer sucks. Olive the Other Reindeer. You know the song, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and has done all of the other reindeer. All of the other reindeer. Yeah, Rudolph's song, all of the other reindeer. Okay? Keep that in mind. Because that's the entire premise of Olive the Other Reindeer. What does Olive do? Nothing! Why is she central to this story? Because her name is Olive! And they wanted to make a stupid joke and a pun. Oh, but it's not even the worst part. So apparently one of Santa's reindeer actually gets hurt, and Olive, hearing Santa say, all of the other reindeer, quote, I will need to count on all of the other reindeer. Okay? To carry the sleigh that night, Olive instantly takes it in her mind that she is supposed to be a reindeer. That's why she doesn't feel right as a dog. Now, I could get behind this. As being a transgender individual, I understand the concept of I didn't fit in as a guy, and I fit in way better as a girl. But you're telling me you're a dog that thinks you're a reindeer. Because you misheard a simple phrase from a song that got turned into another animated special that really sucks. Do you see the concept here? Do you see how bad this is? And you wonder why. You wonder why I find this special annoying. Oh, it's not even there yet, but we're getting close. I'm going to get to the cherry on top of this shit Sunday if it's the last thing I do. So, Olive goes off to the North Pole, leaving behind her owner, who's upset because she doesn't act like a dog. She doesn't bark incessantly, she doesn't chase cars, and she doesn't bury bones. First off, pal, be happy your dog isn't barking incessantly. Be happy your dog isn't chasing cars. And as far as burying bones, hell, if your dog's not doing that, I'd be thankful. Why? Because then that means your dog's either very well behaved or it fears you. I don't know which to take, but I'm going to go with fears you. But because she has a pet flea, that really upsets the guy because she's not like other dogs. She doesn't act like other dogs, and it annoys him. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the lamest excuse for a plot in the history of plot. But wait, there's more. Yes, there is, unfortunately. Olive ends up going up to the North Pole with this penguin from the city zoo that escaped the city zoo and has been essentially hawking stolen merchandise all over town. I'm not joking. She goes to the North Pole with a penguin. But wait, there's still more. This is like a really god-awful Ron Popeil Ronco commercial, or Billy Mays is back from the dead pitching you more shit from OxyClean. Oh, there's more. Now, imagine, if you will, that this stand right here, the box that you're probably seeing behind me, imagine that this, which is this, represents all that you could possibly think could possibly completely be all of the other reindeer. Allow me to do this. Why did I just suddenly extend it? Because, my dear friends, this series goes one step further into the iota of garbage when they explain that, and I can't believe I'm about to say this phrase, the postal worker is pissed off that Olive is going to the North Pole to stop Santa, to save Santa, so the postal worker is going to stop Santa. Now, why is the postal worker going to stop Santa, you ask? Because the postal worker is tired of carrying all of the children's letters to Santa. Now, This would be an understandable concept, as a lot of children would send letters to Santa, and obviously the post office would get pissed off at it. Only, to the best of my knowledge, when it comes to that particular individual, the post office has a separated system for it, you jackass! You are not responsible for shipping anything to the North Pole. It goes to a small box in the back of the post office where they essentially find people that are willing to donate presents based off of what the children want in the letter. Oh, you didn't know that? Sorry, kids. There's no such thing as Santa. And this postal worker was proving it. Oh, but that, though, that is not even the closest. The cherry on the top of this shit-covered sundae has to be the fact that the other reindeer actually do hate Rudolph. No, seriously, it's even brought up in there that Rudolph's the show-off. Now, I don't know about you, but I would kind of feel a little, what's the word I'm looking for here? Annoyed? No. Pissed? No. Enraged? No. Flabbergasted? No, it's not even a good word. Enamored. Nah, fuck it. I'm just annoyed. Like, massively annoyed. Look, I get the concept, okay? You took a pun from a song. Instead of saying olive, you said olive. First off, I would actually ask who the fuck would name their dog Olive, but I have a cat named Twix. Of course, my cat, the name fits because she does look like a Twix bar. Your dog, on the other hand, does not look like an olive. It just looks like a generic white and brown dog. So, you kind of see my point here of, it's stupid! And this special aired on Fox. On Fox! On a Friday night. You know, Fridays are a very sacred time. You don't fuck with anything on a Friday night. You don't put garbage on. You don't put crap on. And you don't fuck around when it comes to this stuff. Now, does that mean that all holiday specials suck? Well, yes and no. The problem is, though, is that there are a lot of good holiday specials. I would actually recommend a couple of the Smurfs, or at least one of the Smurf specials anyway, not to mention a few of the old school Hanna-Barbera ones. Hell, I will even say go watch the very first Christmas to Me, the SpongeBob special, as that's actually a really good episode. Hell, I love the song from that. I will actually go out of my way to listen to it every holiday. But as far as Olive the Other Reindeer, I would sooner gouge my eyes out, pour bleach down my sockets, than ever watch this again!
I loathe this series. It is the one thing in the world that I find the most gruesomely painful. And I mean that from the bottom of my dark, twisted soul.
But I want to know what your thoughts are on the holiday specials that I've ranted about. Do you like some of them? Do you hate them? Are some of them okay to you? Swear to God, you better not say Olive was good. Oh, you probably will. It's your opinion. And I'd like to know what your opinion is. So let me know in the comment section below. And above all else, everybody, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays. Stay safe, and I'll see you next year. I'm Andrew/Jessica, and this has been a very special Andrew Rants. Bye, everybody. Love you all, and I'll catch you later.